Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Opulence King, the channel where we explore the most luxurious and extravagant treasures the world has to offer. Before we get started, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of our new videos. Whiskey is a drink that has captivated the hearts of connoisseurs for centuries. The story of whiskey begins in the Middle Ages, when monks in Ireland and Scotland began experimenting with distillation. By distilling wine, they were able to create a concentrated alcoholic beverages that could be stored for long periods of time. Over time, the monks' experiments evolved, and they began to distill other grains, such as barley and corn. These new whiskeys were more flavorful than wine, and they quickly became popular throughout Europe. In the 17th century, whiskey was introduced to the Americans. Today, we dive into the world of fine spirits and present you the top 10 most expensive whiskeys in the world. At number 10, the Balvenie 50-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey. Priced at a staggering $44,597, it's an indulgence fit for royalty. It's a truly exceptional whiskey with notes of honey, vanilla, and oak that will transport you to a different world. The Balvenie is crafted in Speyside, Scotland, a region known for its rich history of whiskey production. The distillery uses only the finest ingredients, including malted barley, that has been hand-peated to perfection. The whiskey is then aged in a combination of American and European oak casks, where it slowly matures over the course of 5 decades. The result is a whiskey that is both complex and refined. It's full-bodied and flavorful, with a long, lingering finish. Number 9. The Dalmore Matheson. This whiskey is priced at a staggering $58,000. It's a blend of whiskeys aged up to 50 years, and it's been crafted with such care and attention to detail that it's sure to impress even the most discerning whiskey connoisseur. The nose is deep and complex, with notes of chocolates, spices, and citrus. The palate is full-bodied and flavorful, with long, lingering finish. The Dalmore Matheson is bottled in a Lalique crystal decanter, which is handcrafted and individually numbered. It's a tribute to Alexander Matheson, the man who founded the Dalmore Distillery back in 1983. Matheson was a visionary businessman, and he helped to put Dalmore on the map as one of the world's most respectful whiskey producers. The Dalmore Matheson is the most expensive whiskey ever produced by the Dalmore Distillery. It is only available in limited quantities, and it's often sold out. Have you ever tasted a luxurious whiskey yourself? Tell us about your experience in the comments below. Number 8. The W&J Mutters Bowmore 1850. Priced at $68,135, this rare and exquisite single malt whiskey is a true collector's item. With a rich and storied past, the bottle dates back to the mid-19th century, when it was distilled and bottled by W&J Motger, a well-known whiskey merchant on the Isle of Islay. The whiskey was aged in oak barrels for over 70 years, and it has developed a complex and smoky flavor that is truly unique. In addition to its delicious taste, the W&J Mutters Bowmore 1850 is also a valuable piece of distilling heritage. It is one of the oldest bottles of Bowmore whiskey in existence. Number 7. The Macallan Really Fine as well as Rare One. This masterpiece from the Macallan Distillery has been aged for over 60 years, resulting in an exceptional whiskey that commands a price up to $75,000. Its sumptuous flavors of dried fruits, spices, and chocolate will tantalize your taste buds and leave you craving for more. Imagine the feeling of holding a bottle of this rare and precious liquid in your hands. The deep amber color, The intricate labeling, the weight of the bottle itself, all of these things would speak to the whiskey's incredible history and craftsmanship. But the real magic happens when you take a sip. The first taste is a burst of dried fruits, followed by a wave of spices and chocolate. The finish is long and lingering with a hint of smoke. Number 6. The Glenfiddich Janet Sheed Roberts Reserve. This limited edition whiskey is named after the granddaughter of the Glenfiddich founder, and it's a tribute to the remarkable woman and a bygone era. Priced at $94,000, it's a testament to the distillery's craftsmanship and the art of aging. It was aged for 55 years in American oak barrels. Only 11 bottles were ever released, and each bottle is individually numbered and signed by the Glenfiddich Master Distillery. The flavors of oak, cinnamon, and honey will transport you back in time with every sip. It has a full-bodied smooth texture with a long, lingering finish. But it's not just a taste that makes this whiskey so special. It's also the story behind it. It was distilled in 1955, the year Janet Sheed Roberts was born. She was a remarkable woman who lived a full and interesting life. She was a lawyer, a philanthropist, and a champion for women's rights. Number 5. The G. Washington Distillery Straight Rye Whiskey. The spirit is crafted using traditional methods that Washington himself, and it offers a unique taste profile that combines sweetness and spice. He distilled nearly 11,000 gallons of whiskey in 1799. The mash bill is 60% rye, 30% corn, and 5% malted barley. And the whiskey is aged for 2 years in charred oak barrels. The result is a smooth, flavorful whiskey that is sure to please even the most discerning palate. With a price tag of $100,000, this is no ordinary whiskey. The whiskey is a limited edition release, and there are only few hundred bottles available. Before we continue with the rest of the video, don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe to show your support. Remember to also hit the notification bell so you'll be updated on our next videos. Number 4. The Glenfiddich It's Rare Collection. This collection is a true whiskey lover's dream. It features some of the rarest and most sought-after whiskeys from the esteemed Glenfiddich Distillery. Each one a masterpiece of craftsmanship and dedication, with flavors ranging from velvety vanilla to luscious tropical fruits. This collection is a treasured trove of flavors. The collection includes whiskeys from a variety of casks, including sherry butts, bourbon barrels, and port pipes. Whether you're a fan of smooth, sweet whiskeys or bold, smoky ones, you're sure to find something to love in the Glenfiddich It's Rare Collection. The oldest whiskey in the collection is the 1937 Glenfiddich Rare Collection, which was aged for 64 years. The whiskeys in the collection are all bottled at 43% ABV. Prices for these exceptional bottles start at $120,000, and the most expensive whiskey in the collection is the 1955 Glenfiddich Rare Collection, which is valued at over $1 million. Number 3. The Nuns Island Distillery Pure Pot Still Whiskey. The whiskey is made using a traditional pot still method, which involves distilling the mash twice in copper stills. This results in a complex and flavorful whiskey with notes of ripe fruits, vanilla, and spices. The finish is long and lingering, with a hint of smoke. The Nuns Island Distillery Pure Pot Still Whiskey is bottled at 46% ABV and is non-chill filtered. This preserves the natural flavors and aromas of the whiskey. The whiskey is named after the Nuns Island Distillery, which was located in Galway, Ireland. The distillery was founded in 1815 and was one of the largest distilleries in Ireland at its peak. The distillery closed in 1908 but the Nuns Island Distillery Pure Pot Still Whiskey is still produced today using the same traditional method. The Nuns Island Distillery Pure Pot Still Whiskey is aged for a minimum of 12 years in oak barrels. Despite being priced at $143,000, it is a highly sought-after whiskey and can be difficult to find. Number 2. The Dalmore 64 Trinita. This limited edition release is the stuff of legends. With only 3 bottles ever created, it stands as a pinnacle of rarity and opulence. Each bottle is a work of art, hand-blown from the finest crystal and adorned with 21-karat gold stopper. Inside each bottle is a whiskey that is truly one of a kind. Aged for 64 years in the finest oak casks, it has developed a remarkable depth of flavor, hints of coffee, spices, and dark chocolate dance on the palate, while the finish is long and lingering. This extraordinary masterpiece carries a jaw-dropping price tag of $164,000. Number 1. The Macallan 64-year in Lalique. Encased in a breathtaking Lalique crystal decanter, this whiskey commands a price of $460,000. It's a masterpiece that combines the finest spirits with the artistry of crystal craftsmanship. The Macallan Distillery has been producing world-renowned single malt Scotch whiskey since 1824. The 64-year in Lalique is one of the rarest and most sought-after whiskeys in the world. It was created from a selection of 3 sherry-seasoned Spanish oak casks, which were filled in 1942, 1945, and 1946. The whiskey was then aged for 64 years in the casks before being bottled in 2006. The Macallan 64-year in Lalique was created to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the Macallan Distillery. Only 400 bottles of the Macallan 64-year in Lalique were ever produced. The whiskey is bottled at a cask strength of 42.5% ABV. The Macallan 64-year in Lalique is a truly unique and special whiskey. It has a deep amber color and a complex aroma of dried fruits, nuts, and spices. The flavors are rich and full-bodied, with a long and lingering finish. The Lalique Crystal Decanter is a work of art in itself. It is made from a single piece of crystal and features a hand-applied gold stopper. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the top 10 most expensive whiskeys in the world. We've taken you on a journey through time and taste, exploring the rich histories, origins, and flavors of these extraordinary spirits. Now, it's your turn to indulge in the world of opulence. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Opulence King for more exciting content like this.